Okay guys, in this video we're gonna build a top-down multiplayer game. I know this was supposed to be based off GTA 4, but showing you how GTA 4 works in 3D can get really complicated. I did try, I used many 3D frameworks, but I guess if I want to show you, I can either show you how to make 3D or how to make multiplayer, and I want to show you how to use rocket networking. So this is actually a map of Liberty City, the GTA 4 map, and I was making collision meshes for this basically, walls, and that's how I know how where bullets should terminate or where the guy can't go. Anyways, I'll show you how it works. So I've not mapped the whole map with walls, but yeah. So this is the dude, and it's top down with a health bar, and you can shoot. So there are like three guns available. First, this is a handgun, two bullets. This is a rifle, and this is like some kind of a pump shotgun, I guess. Yeah, that's how it was made. So now, let me just introduce you to the code. There's not much, this is a wall. This is water. There was some code for it. Water is not important really. And here we have O player. So we have this gun variable which holds which gun you're using, 0, 1, or 2. 0 being the handgun, 1 being the rifle, and 2 being the shotgun. And there's some code here for the movement and the camera. It is not very relevant. I think you guys understand how this is. What is important is um, the player always points in the direction of your mouse. So that's this line of code. Yeah. And we have some animation sprites. So depending on which gun, and if the player is idle or not, there's a particular animation. And yeah, if you press one, if you press the key once, set the gun to this, then yeah, that's it. And yep, this is the part which we'll probably be focusing on. So var gun info is like a 2D array of um, stuff the gun should do. Like, so this is for the handgun basically. The handgun should shoot two bullets of size 2. The rifle should shoot 3 bullets of size 1, and the pump shotgun should shoot 1 bullet of size 3. If I'm Yep, that's basically how gun info is read and used up here. Now what does this code do? And there's a bit of a randomizer element, so the gun I should will this side, that side. Anyways, so once you press the mouse left button, a new instance of O bullet is created. That's just a white, it's this white block, nothing else. And it has some speed, it has some direction, it has some, it has a random color, that's important. And the size is decided based on this. So let me just show it to you once again before I add multiplayer to this. And this is like the first comprehensive tutorial of how you can make a game with bullets and all that stuff. And that's because what we will use here are entities. So with our room-based system and with the entity system, you can create multiplayer games like with ease you never would have thought of. You know how if a project takes X time, rocket networking can make it done in ln x. That's a logarithm. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's see how we can start applying it. So firstly, I'll go to rocketnetworking.net and temp mail, because I don't want to use my real email. And let's copy this email. So this is the website. I am currently building this. This was a GTA 4 style thing, but I couldn't create GTA 4, so I'm creating top down 4. Anyways, copying this email, pasting it here, and it's gonna ask you for like a name, so I'm just gonna turn that into a name and let the password be triple C triple C. And I think you'll get a verification. Yep, there, yeah, so there it is. And here, what's important is your secret key. Okay, now you want to note this down. But firstly, let's just get the template. So, our template is available on the marketplace, the game maker marketplace, or on Google Drive. It's the same. Now, this is 1.1.1 version, and I'm not even signed in here. It's my account. It's my asset, but I'm not signed in, I guess. So it's fine. I'll just download it from here, and okay, you can see that I've downloaded it many times. This is the second. This is the third one actually. So let's close it, and let's bring it in Game Maker Tools, import local package, downloads, this one, and I'm just gonna add everything and import. A lot of it is like useless, but you'll figure that out on your own. It's not too useless. Anyways, so now you want to go head over to scripts, rocket networking options, and here in options where it says global server ID, you want to put in your thing. So this is not important right now. I'm going to close it, and you want to copy your secret key and paste it right here for your server ID. Pasted, right? Okay. Now let's get started with network. Now that's it. Your account is set up. In fact, I know this dashboard is kind of primitive, but in this and even this root thing, it's not really supposed. It's the intention of this was not to show this stuff. In fact, from your dashboard you can monitor how many people are playing your game, and that kind of shows up in an attribute called activity. But because we have not connected anybody as of now, it's not showing anything. But that's what that this is for. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, we can even close down Rocket Network, even this site now. It's not important, but let's go back here and get started with networking. So I had only one room, right? You want to go head over to the first room where any multiplayer stuff takes place, and you want to go ahead and place O-Brain there. Okay, take O-Brain and put it in the first room where multiplayer takes place. Now we've put that and we have set up the thing in our options. So just play. Oops, yeah. Hey guys, I kind of forgot to place the connect to server command. So you're gonna have to say connect to server. It doesn't automatically connect to server. So yeah, now it's gonna work. I'm sorry about that. So now when I play this, it says it started, and wow, that was fast. So you are connected with client i3. Why is it saying this? Anyways, what that means is we have connected to the public Rocket networking server. Now let's look at what happens when you do connect, or when you ask, when you say do something. So Rocket networking works based on, firstly, about data sharing. Data sharing is very simple. You have two people in a room, you have three people in a room, you have five people in another room. Those in the same room share data with each other, and it's very simple. I'm going to show it to you. And on the other hand, we have some functions that we call, like connect to server, disconnect from server, leave your room, change your room, which allow you to do that stuff. So, and when that stuff happens successfully, this callback function is called. So when you successfully connect to server, this function is called. And here it says show message, you are connected with client ID. So let me just change this to welcome, and it should reflect. All right. So okay, now it says welcome. That's it working. So now what now you're kind of actually in your own private room in the server, and let's join a room which I don't know, we all know. And let's call that room, and yeah, let's do it right here. So after we have connected to the server, let's change room. For that, you say change room, and the room ID, we can just call it public for now. We can call it Liberty City, would have made more sense, but don't matter. And this show message can go for now. And in the change room, so once you've successfully changed your room, callback change room is executed. So all the code here is executed. So now it's going to say the new room you joined is this. Let's just see what happens. So I've said public. So all right, it says the new room you joined is public. So what happened here is, first it connected to the server, to our Rocket networking server, then change room executed, and then um, you changed your room, and then this code got executed. Now let's come to the fun stuff, which is sharing your data. Okay, sharing your data is not fun, but sharing the client's data. So for that, you wanna head on to OPlayer, and yeah, first let's just go to options, and I'll introduce you to this struct. It's called global shared properties. So if you're building a simple enough game with just one player, we're not going to be doing that. But for now, so let's take a look at shared properties struct. This struct is what you are sharing with every other player, and this is like your main the main stuff you're sharing. So your x coordinate, your y coordinate, and all that kind of stuff. And this, if it's going to be updated continuously because your player moves continuously, it makes more sense for it to be in the step event, doesn't it? So let me just put it here under let's call it multiplayer, and yeah, global dot shared properties. So under that, and it's good convention to put underscore x here, and yeah, don't try to put arrays or nested structs. It's just going to make everything complicated. Then underscore y is going to be y. And what else do we want to share? We want to share the image angle, right? Because the way this guy moves, you want to see which angle he is in. So let me just call that underscore capital A. I could have just called it angle. Okay, fine. Let it be angle and set it to image angle. So this stuff is going to be continuously shared with the server. So the server is going to know, okay, this player has X, Y, and this constantly being shared. And if you're sharing it in your program, obviously other people are sharing it in their program, from their computers. So the server has all this information. And what does it do with all this information? So what the server does is, when it detects somebody else is there in your room, it creates an instance of O other player in the room. So if there are three people in the room and you just join in, there will be three instances of O other player created, one for each dude in there. So let's say there are just two people in the room, Charlie and Alan, and I'm Charlie. So there will be one instance of O other player on my screen representing Alan, and there will be one instance of O other player on Alan's screen representing me, Charlie. So that's how it works. And here in O other player, you want to head on to the step event, because this is where you put all your code with regarding other players. So now you know how you shared your properties. This dude is sharing his properties, and you want to read and make sense out of that. Firstly, it's again really good to just wrap the whole thing up in a try except statement, because sometimes stuff goes wrong. Okay, and sorry, try catch, right? Coming from JavaScript or whichever language, I just forget. But yeah, so I've wrapped the whole thing up in a try catch. And what do we, so this guy has shared his X, shared his Y in this shared properties. It's called SP here. So what do we want to do? We want to read that X, we want to read that Y and put it to this guy. So for that, actually, let me just change this guy's sprite to one of the player sprites. I really don't care about the gun right now, but yeah. And that sprite is actually really huge. It's 225 at, okay, yeah. And I had done this before as well. And you're gonna add your personal variables after this line, okay? So just add this personal variable here, and it's not personal variable. I'm just editing something. Image x scale is equal to 0.05 because the thing is just too big, man. Image y scale equals 0.05. All right. Now in the step event, let's see what we make sense of the data. So underscore x is x, underscore y is y, and you guys know how we made, yeah, so now the image angle can be updated too. Image angle is equal to sp dot underscore angle, was it? Yeah. So you want to go ahead and save it. And let's just try running this. Now I'm going to do something, and that's switching to HTML. Why? Because it's easier to make more tabs and assume those as different clients, because in Windows you have to export and this and that. It's not worth it. So this is what we'll do for now. How big is the video? 17 minutes. Okay, going strong. So yeah, you have one guy, the room you joined is public, and let me just copy this, paste it here. And the thing is, Rocket Networking handles all player creation, destruction for you. All you have to do is share the properties you want to share, and in O other player, put those properties to good use, like I did. Like I actually changed the objects x and y. So now this also connects, and you can see that this guy connected. And you might see a little bit of lag. That's because the server is in New Jersey, I'm in India. Really long time lag. But if you're anywhere on the other side of the world, you won't have any of these problems. So we can safely ignore that. In fact, there's another simpler hack. Okay, so now it's going to even destroy that player for you if you remove that message. Anyways, not important, not relevant at the moment. So I'm going to set this to into 0.5 plus 0.5 into x. This is called interpolation. I did it in my previous video as well. This makes the code, this makes the movement a lot more smooth, and you don't have to worry about lags, latencies, anything like that. We don't do it for the angle because the direction can be changed fast. That doesn't matter. Now what about bullets? Because I mean, this is a game with bullets, right? I want the bullets to be shown on the other person's screen. I want the bullets to hit the other guy and his health to go down, right? See, just look at this. We have bullets here. Okay, yeah. Firstly, the bullets. So let's talk about the bullets a little. Now, firstly, when bullets, this is the O bullet object. It's very simple. If it hits a wall, instance destroy. If it goes outside the room, instance destroy. And that's pretty much it. And we also on O player, in the draw event, we have a health bar which shows the variable health, the inbuilt variable health. So it's like 100 when it's full, and 0 when it's not full. So let us actually firstly start share. We will also share our health, but for now let's make bullets work. So how do you make bullets work? For that we use entities. So I'll show you guys how to make entities work. So there's this object called OMyEntity, and you shouldn't tamper this. You shouldn't tamper with this variable, but with this object much. But where I have instructed you to, you can. Anyways, it's really made in a way so you have to do the least work. So OMyEntity is all your entities. Now, what is an entity? An entity is anything else other than that stuff that you want to share with the server. So I shared my X position, I shared my image angle, I shared my Y position, and my health probably I'll share. But what if I want to share like more stuff like NPCs or cars or stuff which I can't really include there? For that, you have oh my entity. So whenever oh my entity is created on your screen, it is created on other people's screen as well, and they view it as oh other player's entity. Got it? Just like other players appear as oh other players entities appear as oh other players entities. So your bullets would appear, so you create your bullets with oh my entity, and it shows up on other players screens as oh other players entity. All this happens automatically, you don't have to worry. All you have to worry is about the code, which actually happens after the creation and deletion is done for you, but you need to work with the stuff that actually happens, update x, update y. So let's actually get that done. As I said, you have to just create oh my entity and it will be created elsewhere. So in O player, where I'm creating a bullet. So yeah, this is where a bullet is created. You see that varby instance layer, this, that, create a bullet. Now let me just create an entity here. Var, let's just call it BE because it's a bullet entity, equals instance create layer. I'm just going to use the bullets x and bullets y. So b dot x, b dot y, and layer. You can put on any layer. I have only one instances. Waking up in 8.5 hours. Not okay. Layer, that's my layer ID, and the object is oh my entity. You just have to create this object. It's created for everybody else with shared properties. And that's pretty much it. Now, var, no, all we have to do is, we created oh my entity. Now, the thing is, this entity needs to update itself according to the bullet, right? So I'm just going to put some variables here. So let's have a look at what's there in oh my entity. So there's something called entity properties here too, and you want to update entity properties is like shared properties, but for this entity. So under entity properties, wait, is there a type or something here? Yeah, so that's what we're gonna make now. In O player, be dot entity properties dot underscore type is equal to bullet. We're just gonna call it bullet. Okay, we won't even have other entities, but I'm just gonna be nice. And the next thing I'm gonna do is be dot and this doesn't even have to be in entity properties. So be dot bullet, because I wanted to trace a bullet. So b dot bullet equals that, it's referencing the bullet I just created. So there's a reference to that bullet in a variable called be dot bullet, but it doesn't exist here. So where is oh my entity? I'll just create it. You can create your personal variables here. So I'm just gonna put bullet equals -1. -1 means it hasn't been created yet. It's not associated with any bullet yet. Yeah, and so in O player, b dot entity, this entity properties dot type is kind of unnecessary, so I'm gonna comment it's unnecessary. I'm not gonna have any other entities here for now. So b dot bullet has been set to b. Now what? Now you wanna just go to that entity, oh my entity, and assuming these are all bullets, what do we do with it? We wanna share the bullets x and the bullets y. So put that under entity properties. Underscore x is equal to bullet dot x. Actually, yeah, one cool thing to do would be if bullet is not equal to -1. Let's make sure it's a real bullet. Actually, better yet, if instance exists bullet, yeah, if instance exists of the bullet, then you wanna update the x. You also wanna update the y underscore y as bullet dot y. And what else do you want? What else do you want to share for now? And the color, seeing the color would be nice. So underscore color is bullet dot image blend. So image blend is like the colorish thing. And yeah, let's just share these three things for now. I hope that's fine. And if instance exists, and yeah, let me just put, I just want to be as careful as possible. If instance, sorry, if bullet is not equal to -1, first we're checking that it's not -1, then we're checking that it's, yeah. Um, and I should really make my code more tidy, so this is me making my code more tidy. And now because I've made this, I've added, just like we did for O other player, just like we did for the player O other player pair, we have to do this for the entity other entity pair. So I've added my bullets X, my bullets Y, my bullets color here. Okay, yeah. If instance exists, else destroyed. Don't have it. Instance destroy. Okay. Now let's go to other players. So this is like the other guy's bullet. So what do you want to do with this other guy's bullet? Okay, as we have started here, x is the entity properties dot x. This is very similar to other player. So again, y equals real. Just a sec. I hope it doesn't start from 0. Okay, yeah. Y equals real ep dot underscore y. And again, let me apply interpolation to 0.5 plus 0.5 times x. Similarly here, this times 0.5 plus 0.5 times y. And yep, image blend equals ep dot what was it, color or color? I think it was color, right? Oh, my entity colo, yeah. And the most important thing, don't forget to set the sprite to s bullet. It's just one, it's a 1 by 1 pixel thing. It's very cute. Okay, now let's try running this. I hope it works. Okay, wait, got underscore x, expected something else. Yeah, I forgot to put a comma there. Okay, you have joined the room, and now as you shoot, instances are being created. I think, yeah, you can monitor your log because okay, maybe it's not okay, maybe that's not being logged, but you want to log some important stuff because yeah, you it is important stuff is being logged, so you want to just check it out. If you have errors and that kind of stuff, it shows up here. Now let me again copy paste it here, and Yeah, the room you joined is public. Cool. Now I'm moving, and you can see this movement has become a lot more smooth. And let me just zoom in here. Okay, I put the wrong sprite, but anyways, wow. As you guys can see, the bullets do exist, but they're following a weird trajectory. So wow, I'm shooting and it's coming on the other guy's screen. And if you see carefully, it's kind of coming from 0 comma 0. So from the origin, it's kind of coming this side. So let me just fix that. Okay. um, so in other players entity, yeah, this is what we are doing, right? And in create, okay, I think it's probably assuming ep.x. Yeah, so um, yeah, it's probably starting from x equals 0. So we don't want it to start from x equals 0. I understand this. How do you not have it start from x equals 0? We can just start doing this a few frames after it is created. So let me just put lifetime, life time equals 0, and um, lifetime plus plus. So this is one lifetime. So this is like, we can just remove the interpolation code and this would work perfectly fine. But I this is, I guess, how I want to do it, and it's pretty simple. So I think try ep dot underscore x. I don't know what's giving us the error, but let me just let me just do it. It doesn't matter. It's, I think it gets spawned at 0 comma 0. So if lifetime is less than 5 frames, so it's, if it's just 5 frames old, then directly update the x and y. Don't need no interpolation, just directly update it. And otherwise, that's it. So lifetime is going to keep increasing the bullet's lifetime, and after 5 frames it's going to do the interpolation thing. Okay, let's see. Oops, we should not have, wait, let me just reload, and there's a little bit of hanging on my computer. Oh god, okay, sorry, that was pure hanging, I hope. All right, so now this is, and you can see how seamlessly the bullets are moving. And again, if you live on the other side of the world, this is going to happen even faster for you. Let me just zoom in a little so you can see it's sharing. And with interpolation, you can fix everything. Okay, it'll be even faster for you with interpolation. And yeah, that's how this whole thing works, and that's how we actually got bullets to work. Now, as the last thing, make let me just share the health also. So we've come a long way in a very short time, and I'm very proud of that. So in O player, yeah, in O player, let me also, where am I sharing the stuff, bro? Yeah, so let me also share health. So underscore health, set that to health. And the same thing in symmetrically in O other player, you want the health where, okay, let's initialize health to 100. Health equals 100. And in the step event, you set hell. Oh, this is, oh, sorry. This is, you need a special variable here. So this is, you can call this enemy health. Enemy underscore health. And here enemy underscore health equals sp dot underscore health. That's what it was, right? Underscore health in O player. That's what I put. Yeah, health is yeah, underscore health. And just like I've drawn something for this health bar for my O player, let me just also draw it for O other player. So you can add a draw event. Please don't tamper with the other stuff. It's just gonna get bad. But yeah. And here, let me just put enemy underscore health. And as the last thing, when um, when somebody else's bullet hits you, so when O other player's entity touches O player, we can detect that, right? So when that happens, reduce your health. That's gonna work, right? So here, when you're colliding with O players, so if place meeting, was it place meeting or position meeting? Place meeting x comma y comma O player health minus equal to 5. Health minus equal to 5. Save it. And health minus equal to 5. And yeah, that should pretty much be it. So let's run this. Okay, less than 40 minutes for a multiplayer game prototype. That's pretty cool. Let me also make it a little larger. I hate to see it in this. Oh, whoops. So all right. Now I'm so sorry it's slow for me, guys, but if I shoot this player, his health should basically go down now. And yep, you can see that it has happened. Same for this guy. In fact, let me change to the pump shotgun because it has only one bullet, and the sizes of bullets are not yet edited. Also the lag, I'm so sorry for the lag, guys, but you won't have it if you live on the other side of the world. It's me and it's the public server. So now if I shoot one bullet at this dude, the health is supposed to go down by from 100 to 95. So that's one. Where did I shoot? I shot once. So if I keep doing this like 20 times, I am shooting. It's a bit slow on my end. Yep, the health has gone down. So that's kind of it. And once the health goes down, we can do a disconnect event for the player who has 0 health. So we've kind of built ourselves a nice little prototype of a top-down multiplayer. Again, the connection issues you will not have, trust me on that. The server is a state-of-the-art virtual machine, but you can create games very easily with this framework, and I wish you all the best. If you have any questions, drop a comment or you can join our Discord server, and I'm really trying to bring this to life. So if you made it this far, thank you.